On tonight's episode of Out and About with Rosanna FARACI, I catch up with AFL legend Dane Swan at the Albion Hotel. I also take you behind the scenes at one of the hottest events, the Maxim Hot 100 in Sydney. And then we catch up with all the celebrities at the All In for Charity Celebrity Poker here in Melbourne. To kick things off, I catch up with AFL star legend Dane Swan at his hotel, the Albion. Now, you've had an absolutely successful football career and we're in this incredible establishment, the Albion. Tell me a bit about it and how it all came about.
How it all came about, I guess. As you know, this was formerly the motel, and I used to come here a bit during my football career, and obviously got to know Matt Darcy and the crew pretty well, and there was an opportunity when they were shutting the motel down to open up the Albion Rooftop, I guess, and I was here enough, so I might as well be a part of it. So that's pretty much the very short story of how I got involved. But it took its time, obviously after the fire and things like that, and it took a long time.
I heard about that. That was terrible.
Yeah, so we're scheduled to open in 2015, I think, just after the grand final week, I think, and unfortunately, we got burnt down, which was horrible to wake up the Monday morning after the grand final with about 1 million missed calls, and I was like, what's going on here? What have I done now? But the pub was on fire, so burned to the ground, which was horrible, and so it wasn't great. For me, because I was still playing football, and I guess I still had a income, and it wasn't my livelihood per se. It was still a shock, but the people I felt most for was the people who quit their jobs and come over to work full time, as in staff and event management and stuff like that, who left all their other jobs and come over to start brand new here. It was horrible for them, but the silver lining is, I guess, that because the building went down, we had the opportunity to start again and sort of mould the rooftop and the whole venue into how we wanted. So, Matt Darcy and his crew did an amazing job, and took a long time. So we were meant to open in sort of September, October 2015, and we opened in Feb or early March 2018. So it took its time, but good things come to those who wait, and the product is so much better now than what it would have been if we had opened 3 years ago, and incredibly happy, and I'm certainly making the most of being in here now that I'm a part of it.
And what input did you have in the making and the design?
Well, we, as owners, we obviously got asked for our input and value, but I've always been a believer in sort of let the baker bake the bread and let the person who are good at their jobs do their thing. So a few of us had input into what we liked and what we didn't, but in the end, there's experts out there who are good at their job, and Matt Darcy's been in the game and he's old man for 30, 40 years now. So I put all my trust and faith in them that they'd get the product done, and we obviously had bits and pieces and had our piece, set our piece on things that we wanted, and we all sort of got together for shareholder meetings and went through what we liked and what we didn't like, and it's all come to fruition in this amazing venue. So the Albion Rooftop's here, and it's here to stay. It's it'll end up being iconic one day, hopefully, and it's an amazing venue, and I'm here a lot, so let's hope it stays here.
Did you get much of the motel crowd coming back?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, most of the motel crowds, most of my friends. So,
hot dog? Is the hot dog out the front still?
No, the hot dog man got the sack.
That was my favourite.
Yeah, he was. He was lovely. But we now serve food in here, so you can come in and get a lot better food than the hot dog man. The hot dog man was about 5 a.m. stumbling out drunk, but you can eat before you get drunk.
What's the cuisine like? What do you serve?
It varies. It's seasonal, but sort of modern Australian with a hint of Asian, I guess. It's really up to the head chef. It's seasonal and it rotates depending on what's in and what's not.
So basically, you've got your Saturdays, your Sundays. What are the crowds? How do they vary?
Yeah, so
who do you cater for?
If you're talking, so the big nights, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, I often need to give all the staff a rest after the craziness that goes on over the weekend. So obviously, clearly Friday, Saturday nights are our two biggest nights. Then Sunday is, especially, we haven't had a summer yet, so Sundays they are amazing already. Sundays up on the rooftop, obviously. We have live music, acoustic music, and that'll be amazing once the weather kicks in. It's slowly starting to come now.
Starts at 12.
So we're open from 12, and we're licensed till 5 a.m. So if people are still here having a good time, well, we'll still be open. But it probably shuts a little earlier on a Sunday. But Friday, Saturday nights, we're chockers till 4 or 5 a.m. when we close. So and there's 3 very, very different nights. Friday night we have a different clientele to Saturday night, and Sunday's a different clientele. So it caters for all. And if you want to be, obviously we have the nightclub level in the middle level. So if you want to go down and do your thing in a nightclub.
It's a really good vibe. I've been here one night and you sort of walk in and the atmosphere is incredible, the ambience, just everything about it.
No, it's fantastic. Like I said, you can, it's people for all ages. You don't have to be a 24-year-old who wants to sing and dance on a nightclub floor. You can come up here and relax with your mates and a bit of background music and just sit in the corner and have a beer and have something to eat.
When we come back, we have a chat about Dane's football career and then head off to Maxim Hot 100 in Sydney. Don't go away. Welcome back to Out and About. I've just spoken to Dane Swan about his establishment, the Albion. Now we talk about his amazing football career and his time on I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here. You won a Brownlow in the Premiership, best and fairest. What are the things you miss? Like, you're such a well-respected player.
Yeah, well, some people say I wouldn't, but what do I miss? Not a lot. I played for 15 years.
Not a lot?
Yeah, not a lot. I played for 15 years, so, I'm a realist. I understand you can't play forever. Like, no one that I've yet to see has played forever, so I realised my time was up. I hurt my foot and there was nothing I could do about it, so I was done. When the game's going, I don't particularly miss being out there. It's probably more I went to the game and when they run out, you think, geez, it'd be nice to be out there, but like I said, I'm a realist, I don't miss it. If anything, it's probably just, like all ex-players, hanging around with the boys in the change rooms, having a laugh and mucking around and carrying on like that. That's the thing you miss because, you don't get that camaraderie and that, taking the piss and having a laugh with all the boys in day-to-day life now because I don't hang around with 45 of my good mates.
So are you friends with a lot of them still?
I'm absolutely friends with a lot of them still. I played for 15 years. I played with some of them for 10 years.
We've
won premiership together. So,
How do you think they'll go next year? Think they'll get to the grand finals?
Well, I think they'll make the top 4, and then once you get to the top 4, it's once you get into the finals, it's anyone's guess. Look at everyone expected Richmond to play in the granny last year, and they probably they played the worst game they've probably played in 2 years, and Collingwood probably played their best game in 2 years, and that's what happens in finals. So I certainly expect them to finish in the top 4 somewhere, and then from there it's you got a lot of luck. You need a lot of luck to win premierships and finals, and hopefully the luck's on our side this year because we were a bit stiff last year.
Well, who do you think's the best player? I know you're really good friends with Dusty.
Best player in the league. If I could pick one for my side, it'd probably be Buddy. Yeah. I think key forwards are harder to find than midfielders. I think Dustin's the best midfielder in the league, but one person win a game. A key forwards are a lot harder to find, but my bias would obviously lean towards Dustin, but Buddy probably first and then does second.
Okay. We won't hold this against you.
No, absolutely, thank you.
And tell me about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Like, you were just one of the favourites. You were so humble and calm. There are some things you had to do on that show which I don't know if I could stomach it, like eating. Like, what was the thing you hated about the show the most, and what was the thing you loved about it the most?
Well, the thing I didn't like, I enjoyed my time on it. The thing I probably didn't like the most was, or the thing I disliked about the show was just the boredom. Because you go in there with no music, no TV, no internet, no pen and paper, like no books, like literally nothing apart from just your brain, your own thoughts, and you have to interact with 11 other strangers at the start. So the boredom was the hardest part. Because if you didn't go out and do a trial, you pretty much laid on that stretcher and in camp for 24 hours until someone else got to go out the next day. So the boredom was certainly the hardest part. The thing I loved was probably the thing that most people don't, was the challenges and doing all the gross stuff. That's why I went in there. I went in there to challenge myself and have a bit of fun. I got to, skydived again, got to bungee jump for the first time. I got to do all the gross or fun stuff, whichever way you want to look at it, with all the critters and insects and stuff.
What's the worst thing you ate?
Worst thing I ate? I had a tarantula. Had some ostrich anus.
Ostrich anus.
Yeah, that was a bit chewy.
Did they test if there's any parasites or anything that can affect you later?
They actually had a chef there who made sure it was all okay. So it wasn't like you just picked up a snake off the road and gnawed into it. So, but the fermented herring, that was probably the one. It was in a milkshake. Oh. It was more the smell, but it was more for shock value. So I've drank and eaten a lot worse on that Monday, so it didn't really bother me.
And who'd you get along with the best on the show?
Probably my closest friends are probably Chris Smith, Ash Pollard, Casey Donovan, Nazim, Hussein and Steve Price. They were probably the five that I still speak to sort of regularly now.
Yeah, you do have a bond, I guess, when you're on a show like that, because no one understands, but they went through it with you.
Yeah, and I guess your friendships sort of are forced a lot quicker because you're actually in there. It's not like you go home, not like you see with them for 3 hours and you go home. Like you're stuck in a jungle in like probably the size of this top floor, maybe under a tent. I was in there for 46, 47 days, and all you have to do is interact with them. It's not like you can be on your phone talking to someone at home. You literally have nothing else to do but interact with people. So the bonds you form are a lot quicker than they would in the real world. So that's why you form such close bonds with the people in there.
Well, also there's something people don't know, and that is you own your own tattoo shop. Obviously, you love tattoos. You're covered in tattoos. I didn't realise you had them on your legs as well. Like, what was your first tattoo, and what was the story behind it?
Well, it was not really. So I just got it on my stomach. I said, stupidly enough, when I was playing footy, I'd get them when you can't see them, and it lasted about 3 weeks. I got my stomach done, then I went out and got my arm done straight away. So that didn't come to fruition, obviously, but I got one, and just, I don't know, I guess people get addicted to them. I guess I probably did. And
is there anything else we can look forward to with you, Dane? Any secret projects you're allowed to talk about?
I do have maybe 1 or 2 things coming up, but I don't want to speak them into existence yet because they might not be happening. So we're trying to figure out a couple of things. So so watch this space. There might be 1 or 2 things coming up for me, which would be exciting.
I'll be the first you tell.
Thank you. I will do.
Thank you so much for the interview, and I look forward to New Year's Eve.
Absolutely. Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Always great having a chat with Dane, but now to take you to the Maxim Hot 100 in Sydney, which is sponsored by Ultra Tune.
Sean, you've been to the LA Maxim, you're now in the Sydney Maxim. What's the differences? How would you compare them?
I think the organisation here is already better. You get in easier. The LA Maxim, you've got to go around the block 3 or 4 times. You were there, remember?
Yes.
It was very difficult. But a lot of people here, a lot of people in the Maxim in LA, so when I go in, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen here tonight.
And you've had such a successful year with Ultra Tune. You've done the Charlie Sheen ad. All the Ultra Tune girls have done various covers. Yeah. What next? What would your highlights be?
I think the highlight was the Charlie Sheen ad. I think the highlight also has been we're getting Charlie to shoot a Maxim cover with Parnia for February for next year. So they're going to join the front cover together, and that's the first time Maxim have done that. So I'm very excited about that. So a lot of exciting things, and I really embraced Charlie. He was a really nice man, and I really like him, and I'm hoping we can do some more business together with him.
And where do you see Maxim going for the new year? Their new innovative ideas you're adding to Maxim. What do we have to look forward to?
Doing a lot more photo shoots overseas in exotic locations. More events next year, Valentine's Day event, birthday event, another Maxim Hot 100, of course. Probably again on the Gold Coast as well next year. More events, more photo shoots, more tours. The magazine, obviously, always the core, but expanding outside that brand is a real focus.
Now, girls, is this your first Maxim experience?
It is. I've never been to a Maxim event, so it's the first time, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Would you love to be in an issue of Maxim?
I would absolutely kill to be an issue of Maxim. I think we should do a double one. Yes, let's do a double, 100%. We're the next cover.
I honestly think it's better than LA, to be honest with you. It's more fun, more smiles, and it's refreshing. It's something different. It's new for me. It's my first time in Australia.
And what do you think of the girls, the Aussie girls?
Beautiful. Beautiful. All the way. All the way. I love them. I love it. Everything about it.
So I think you'll be moving here and DJing here in Aussie.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and relocate. I'm going to say bye to LA and Las Vegas and come to Sydney.
And have Have you been to a Maxim event before?
Oh my goodness me, I'm so glad to be here tonight. It's gorgeous. There's a lot of beautiful women and quite good-looking men in this room. I haven't been to a Maxim event before, but funny, Sean and I have known each other for a very, very long time, and it takes events like this to get them together again.
Yeah, long time.
Is this your first Maxim Australian experience?
This is my first Maxim Australia, but I did win Maxim Women of the Year Award in London 2002, baby.
You're looking hot, baby. I can see why.
Yes, and I had the opportunity of being in Maxim magazine, being selected as the top 10 males of Australia that are fashionable. And it's all about the choice, voice, and the fashion. And I love women. I love the women. I got to make sure they have a happening guy in their life.
What's been your favorite part of this evening so far?
This evening has been a happening thing because I've got all of my people. I got people from the United States. I got people from England. I got people that come from all over Australia to be a part of Maxim because I am the O-Maximus.
We
Love you, Maxim!
Maxim Australia, I love you. All the way. Yeah.
Next, I take you to the All In for Charity celebrity poker event. Don't go away. Welcome back to Out and About. Next, I take you to the All In for Charity celebrity poker event. This event happens a couple of times a year and is a great initiative, with all the winnings going on the night to charity. I thought I'd take the time to sit down and talk to a few of the celebrities in attendance.
Dipper, what's been going on? You're playing poker, you're very good at it. Give me some tips.
Well, last time we played here, I actually finished on the last table. I've got some pretty good hands here. I'm just going to throw that one in now. How are you, Rosie?
I've missed you.
I missed you too. Do you know in Italian weddings there's a beautiful song called Rose, Rose per te, ho comprato stasera, which means Rosie, 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 I'm here for you. I have bought the night for you.
I love that song.
But no, listen, always great to be here with the Hash Man, and he does a great job. He's got, there's 600-700 people here tonight. It's a great opportunity to play a bit of cards, meet some new people, and here we are.
So, Mr. Stephen Baker, are you feeling lucky?
I'm feeling lucky. I've got this hand. Zoom in. It's absolute crap, but I'm calling 5,000.
Are you going to share it with me?
Yeah, I'll share it. I'll give you at least $100 out of that 5,000. I'm generous. I'm a generous guy.
Are you feeling lucky? What have you been up to?
No, not a lot. Not feeling lucky. I've already bought in twice, but it's all going to charity, so money well spent.
Miss DJ Havana Brown, you've been a busy girl. Tell me about your album coming out, your song.
Yes, well, we're in the mixing stages, so we're at the very final stages of the album. Finished recording, and the album will be out next year, but early next year we'll be releasing the next single, which is really exciting. It's a totally different sound from what I've done in the past, and it's a challenge for me, so I'm enjoying every second of it.
Mr. Warrick Capper, I know you have your diners opening up soon. Tell me about them.
Well, we've got 6 opening this year called the B&T Diners. So we've got Raffles, Jaffles, the Warrick Cappuccino Coffees, and the best health drinks in Australia.
And how do you think you'll go in poker tonight?
So far, so good, because I'm using their money. But when it comes to losing my 2,000, I'll be a little bit more, I won't be so liberal.
Champion of poker, any tips for everyone out here aspiring to be like you?
Just if I bet, you must fold. That way they can't lose.
Are you feeling lucky tonight?
I'm always lucky. I mean, come on. I never have to worry about luck. It follows me around.
Mr. King of Spin, we know you're good at a lot of things. How do you think you're going to go with the poker this evening? Any tips for everyone?
Be patient, just enjoy your table and just play your cards. If you've got an ace, just play.
Now you've also got your cricket fashion line coming out, SW23. When does it all come out?
Yeah, no, it's out now. Project Clothing, I've teamed up with them. We've done our own range. There's a lot of clubs around Australia wearing all the cricket equipment and the pants and the shirts. It's fantastic, very innovative, and it's going really well.
I heard you have some skills.
Not at cards at all. I'm very unlucky.
How are you going so far?
I can't get a hand yet. I've had very poor cards.
It was always a little bit rough on the field. How are you at a poker game?
Can you say shit house, Rosie? Because I'm going to say shit house. Absolutely, I'm horrible. So I've got no luck whatsoever, or the dealer's cheating. So it's one or the other.
Anthony has a flawless, incredible voice, but how are you on the poker tables?
I'm going okay, as you can see. I'm not going too badly. I'm trying to tell Petty Fleur just to shut up because she's annoying me. But, you know, she's come looking the part tonight, hasn't she?
Well, I feel she's already won with that hairdo. Like, look at that, there's
Not winning on the table, though. She's shit house.
She has in the past. She could come back and bite you on the bum.
Oh, got to concentrate.
Well, I'll let you concentrate, and thank you so much. Great to see you as always.
You too.
Mr. Hamill, now you used to be known for your tactics on the field and off the field, but what do you like at poker?
I need patience for poker, Rosie, so I'm struggling a touch, but I've got a couple of chips in front of me, so I'm all right.
Have you ever been on the last table? What are your expectations tonight?
I've never even looked like getting on the final table. I just continually run into bad beats. Tonight, pocket kings, pocket queens and pocket jacks. Lost all three hands. Just bad luck.
Could you give me something positive happening in your life?
Well, it's nearly Christmas, so I'll be going away and having fun, as I always do.
Have you been a good boy? Do you think Santa will bring you everything you need?
I'm never a good boy, you know that.
I think last year you were on the last table. You're a natural at poker. What's your secret?
Just play tough and plenty of luck. You need plenty of luck. And if luck comes your way, you'll succeed. Otherwise, you're in trouble. So
You wearing your lucky shirt tonight?
I got my lucky underpants on.
Now I'm here with Tony Hashem. You've had the All In for Charity event running for 11 years. What's your favourite part of the night?
Just meeting the people. People are fantastic. They're the ones that we do it for. Poker is a game for fun. Mingling with your favourite celebrities. This is what this event's about, but more importantly, raising money for charity. It really touches me when I talk about it because, I mean, have a look around. Rosie, you've been with us from day one. You know, it's incredible what Joe and Shane did, especially Shane with the charity. And for me, it's just a touch of what they did. So kudos to them and kudos to all of us, including yourself. You've always supported what we do, and it's a fantastic night.
Well, it was a great night with everyone going home a winner. Thanks for watching another episode of Out and About with Rosanna FARACI. Be sure to tune in for next month's episode where I take you behind the scenes on the set of the new Ultra Tune ad featuring Charlie Sheen. See you then.